Pristine Productions. Don't stop without me. No. Try. Don't stop without me. No.
It's all about cinematic. Scoring for big film, man. Tune in on the live here. Want a shout out to Gabriella, North Carolina's finest. So we'll be talking about scoring for cinematic results. I'm going to teach you some tips and tricks. Live wire coming up next, guys. Shout out to the TikTok people. All scores you're hearing right now is produced and composed by yours truly.
And when you find the mortal combat, everything have to come on top now.
And welcome to the TikTok, man. Welcome to the live. And shout out to all the supporters here. Big up everybody else in the YouTube world. And we're going to be talking about scoring for cinematic results here. Now, I am a producer. I'm an artist, and I'm also a scoring composer. All these tracks that you heard before the show start is what I compose, and it's my original here. So we're gonna be diving into a piece that I did here, inspired from the film here, Marvels, and I entitled this "Going Back Home." So I'm gonna share a little bit of tips and tricks what I did to actually play these cinematic sounds. So let's get right into it, Ray. So let me play back from the beginning here. Here we go. This is play this track. Here we go. And this is inspired from the Marvels. Getting that triumphant, cinematic vibe there. That's how we do it, man. It's all about the big screen. So let's break down what Brother Ray did here. Now we have a couple of sounds we can use here. Let me get into let's see. Start off with this sound right here. You might say, where you get those sounds from? Well, you gotta know your orchestral library here. Now for the drums, I'm gonna get to the drums in a moment here. I'm gonna load up my Contact sample machine here. So if you're a short film producer, you need some trailer scores for your trailer, you can hit me up as well. That's what we do, cinematic style. So I'm gonna go down. Now there are a couple of free orchestral libraries you can use. There's Project Sam, cinematic orchestral essentials. I'm gonna load up one here, and from time to time they have sales or they're giving away. So I'm gonna go and click anywhere. Let's go on maybe full orchestra here. I'm gonna load that up, so you can see I have the mod wheel here. So if I turn the modulation here, check this out. I'm getting a little bit more, a little more heat to it here. If I wanted to add a little bit more stereo on that, if I wanted to, I can choose orchestral and choir, high violins, violins and choir. If I want, that's gonna break it up to the high top there. Let me raise the volume here a little bit more. So let's see if we can find a let me see if we can go to a preset here. I'm gonna clear that. I'm gonna go back to library here. Let's try violins and ensemble here. I'm gonna turn up the volume here so you guys can hear. Now, staccato as well. Now, this is one of the library. I'm gonna get to another one that I probably use in one of these sessions here. So the orchestral all-in-one. I'm gonna load that up. Let me go to full orchestra. So this one here, we can do that punch in, that suspense here. Let me go ahead and add some reverb. Let's switch to the keyboards here, so you can see what Brother Ray is doing. So I'm going to the keyboard here. So a staccato is a move that allows the string to do a little bit of bounce. You got to know your parts. So just like an orchestra, you got people that are playing the lead, some are playing the lower bass. That whole, it's like a choir direction, right? So know your staccato moves. I'm gonna go on to suspense here. Let's see what we got here. Go to suspense. I'm gonna take down that reverb a little bit here. So it has like a trembling move to it. Let's go to epic here. I can hit that dark orchestral here. Now these moves right here, you're gonna hear some of these stuff like coming out of Predator, in some of these suspense move. Shout out to Gabriella, Big Up the Closet, Miss AKA Miss Fine. So I don't know if you guys saw the movie Predator with Isabel. It's a killer movie, man. So like to do these moves here, you know, you would have that low bass. Like check this out. Let me go through the let's see right here. Let me show you the. So if I go on the dark orchestral, right, it's gonna give me all the dark elements I need to get the sound out there to create that mood. Like, you know, different movies, just romantic, horror. You have suspense. So if I go on this right here. Have that static distorted bass. Add another one. It's like something's gonna crawl up on you, man. Check this out, right? So like the Predator, you're gonna hear that bass. You know, she's walking in the jungle, she don't know what's coming next. And he's a one key touch. I'm holding down that key. Switch another one. And it's crazy because the more keys I hold down, it's like. Now, we can play, you know, tunes with it. That's dark orchestral. Let's go to warm sustain. It's gonna switch up here. Let's see if we can do a little bit of Lord of the Rings kind of feel here. I'm gonna take down the mod wheel. As you can see, the string gets softer. I can tame the attitude here. So you're like you're getting that like kind of that sad background, softening up the strings. Let me boost a little bit more reverb. If you go back to Epic, right? This is where things gonna really get epic. So, like now, if I wanted to get that, like that kind of that Spider-Man kind of effect, or you know, or like what I'm demonstrating now, like the Marvel kind of vibe. Check this out. I'm gonna play the. It's just major and minors, by the way. Composing is pretty. What am I doing here? It's pretty, I would say, very easy. I can go back on the warm sustains here. Let's see what we got here. So that's full orchestra, right? Let's try maybe the brass section here. Brass section, and go on that. There you go. Take it down. Now let's say I wanted something like what I was playing earlier. Let's see, strings, concept harp. Let's see this one here. Now this one here, I can more get that Marvel vibe. Check this out. I'm gonna hold the A minor. Push that modulation up a little bit more. Let's do that again. So I go. And I'm gonna go to D major. And that's how you get that kind of vibe right there. It's major and minors here. So if I wanted to do something like, let's say I want to do like a Terminator here. I can do that. Key. And you can really get away with you know, you combine these chords, like let's say play just the low note and then combine it with the highs. It's gonna give you a big feel. So similar to what I did here with this sound here. I'm gonna play this sound back right here. This one here. I'll play that back. So I'm coming with like a dark harp here. This right here is some organic loops. combine that. This is why scoring, you got a lot of elements in here. Starting out with that minor key. I'm gonna come with the arch strings. Now, layering that with another set of strings. Getting that Spider-Man effect. So, I got this right here, right? Loop these drums here. And I can put in my own cinematic feel here. Let's check this out. So it's like you have that credits going up, right? You got that credit gets. Now I can also do the A minor and the D sharp here. I could do that part. Yeah, let's bring back the drums here. Dark tones, major and minors. Composing is easier than making songs, because it's just melody and notes, and it's not a whole. It's just because you're hearing different strings playing different sections, it might feel like it's complicated, but it's not. Place back here. Now, when it comes to the drums, let me see if we can bring up a sample here of the drums here. This part is just a boom. I'm just doing boom samples here. Texture. I can use this part alone just for suspense right here. It's what you call the texture. That's like that the part where Jurassic Park where T-Rex is slowly making his Jurassic Park 1, by the way. You see the water shake in the cup in the car, like it's the same boom right here, building up. That's where the actor says, "You feel that?" Textures is just rubbing iron and metal here. Let me play the textures here by itself. Just some spooky stuff. You might hear these stuff like on Resident Evil, and then you have what you call the timpani there. If I go back into my player here, let's see. We can use that sound as well. Let's go to timpani right here. It's like you'll hear this stuff like on Lord of the Rings. Let's add some reverb to really make it cinematic. Reverb really adds a lot of cinematic. So I can play this right here, like a Gandalf scene, right? You use that for maybe a war kind of scenery on it. It's vast. I'm a big fan of movie soundtrack. That's why I haven't done scoring in a while, but I'm just showing you guys the capability. What you can combine these with music too, as well. Let's move on down to the other stuff that we're using in here. So. That part right there where you get that suspense, somebody's running from a monster. You hear the sound right here. Or, you know, something terrible's going to happen. Those kind of sounds exist as well in these libraries here. If I go back underneath, let's try trailer hits here. Let's see what we got with it. We got that spooky boom. There you got it right there. Push that up. Want to get what you call the riser effect. Let me see if I can find that one real quick. We have dark atmospheres. This is a very good library, by the way, orchestral essentials. I love it, man. Let's see. I'm gonna go to percussions, brass, with sound design, drones and risers. Let's see what we got here. I'm gonna try this one here. That's it right here. So when you're, you know, getting ready for that tension, man, you don't know what's gonna attack you next. That's where you want to do that riser. Pull these keys down here. I'm gonna play. That's it right there. You don't know what's gonna happen, man. You just feel that. Let's bring that back again. Here we go. Nuts, right? The drums. Let's get back to cinematic drums here. I'm gonna bring stuff back here. Plate. That right there is what I'm using right here. It's called the Master Session. I can pick another one here. Or I could play it as, you know, like staccato. Especially if you have like you know, like a suspense scene happening, you can do that. You know, shout out to the TikTok people logging in live. Shout out to the Queen, North Carolina's finest, from North Carolina. Yeah, so you can do a ton of cinematic moves. Not just these libraries, but you can use workstations as well to create cinematic feel. Like the Nexus here, we can use we can do these kind of things right here. Like that Jack Sparrow kind of vibe. Orchestrals and choir, you can combine that. And you can do that break. It's just crazy, man. You can do that. Let's try some soft orchestral vibe, like something like the Titanic here. and then we can switch that up and actually bring in like the piano feel. Like for example, I would do something like maybe switch to let's use the C chord here with the A minor. And you have some, like some huge reverby sounding piano. Combine that stuff, let's say with the orchestral strings, you know. And you can create something wonderful with it here, with cinematic vibes here. There's another one I did called Red Water. I'm gonna see if I can play that one there for you. If you go on my channel here, Pristine Productions on YouTube, I have a playlist that's called Scores. You look that up. Let's see. There's one that I did. It's with this one right here. Check this out. Red Water. Someone like that shark's gonna get you. First of all, guys, I do want to apologize. The mic was off. So, let's keep going. Like I said, we're using risers here to demonstrate how these are being used on scores, right? So I'm gonna play back the track here. Here we go. Same build up. And these are the sounds you hear, big movies like The Mummy, Predator. That's where you hear that brass section I was telling you about here. Right here. If I go back to the brass right here. Play that. Now these are what you call the epic French horns, right? These are major in films. I can soften that up with the modulation wheel. Add some reverb to that, of course. You're gonna get a little bit some wider spread. We can do the Spider-Man thing using the major minors here. With great power comes great responsibility. That kind of vibe right there. Thrills. Let's go into thrills here. So, like, let's say you're watching maybe something like Clash of the Titans. These where these sounds are gonna come in as well. When you hear these kind of feels here. And that's where these come in. Vast amount of sounds. Let's see what it was we got here. We got the choir, of course. There's the choir part. Very eerie and spooky. These kind of vibes here, is something like what you're gonna get from like the Mummy. So I'm play a note. You want to stick with eerie notes. It's like hey, like evil's resurrecting. Swells. We got swells as well. Textures and effects. So you do need these tools. There are free ones out there. There's a whole lot of free orchestral libraries you can use to get your sound out. But you got to understand the dynamics of orchestration. This one is from Project Sam here. Let's go on short strings. Let's see what we got here. We'll go to saturation here. Let's go to saturation. You know, we can do that kind of ride with that, maybe a running scene. Staccato playing. Go back to the library here. Let's see, Pandora Burst. Let's see what we got. This one here. Heroic Horns. That's gonna be the same epic horns. Well, like I said, you gotta layer these things out. So, like, coming back to this track here, before we kill the live. It has to be layered out, so don't be afraid of it if you see like 20, 24, 50 different sounds. All of them are adding simple little things, you know. Once you hear that, like, hey man, it's like a Spider-Man movie star, you know? And you can do something like this within, I would say, less than 2 hours. But I wanted to share that with you guys. Thank you so much for joining the live. I want to shout out to Gabrielle, big up herself, Boo, North Carolina's finest. Got to play some cinematic horns for that. And thank you for the likes, the shares, people out on YouTube. I do apologize when the mic was off, but you know, you were feeling what I was playing. So yeah, if you guys want to support, you can join. You can join and also donate to my PayPal. If you want to join my Patreon, if you could become a member of my Patreon, hook up with me on YouTube. The link for Patreon is going to be there. You can buy me a coffee as well. Like, share, subscribe. We do appreciate you guys every time. Every little counts. So I hope you guys had fun. And I remember, like, when it comes to cinematic stuff, man, it's not hard. Just major and minor music. So with that, I'm going to say peace out. And God bless you all, man. Big up on yourself. Every time.
Pristine Productions. Don't stop without me. No. Try. Don't stop without me.
you by Pristine Productions. Get the latest in dancehall, soca, reggae, and Afro beats. Donate to our PayPal and also join our Patreon. Become the apprentice.
You're tuning to the hottest show on the planet.